hour, we got the latest briefing from federal officials on the balloon crash that killed 16 people southeast of Austin.
The remains of the balloon are now off the field near Lockhart and on their way to a salvage yard in Dallas. KXAN's Kylie McGivern is live in Caldwell County with this update.
Well, Robert and Shannon, just beyond these flowers, you can see investigators are still out here. They are wrapping up their investigation on site here within the next couple days. But make no mistake, this is really just the beginning of so much of this investigation. And we want to walk you through what we know right now. First of all, we are still waiting on several dental remains to positively identify the victims in this horrific crash. But there is one person that we do know an identity has been confirmed. And that person is someone that we are looking for his name right now. We were given his identity and we will come back to that in just a moment. But here's what else we want to run through when it comes to the investigation itself. Scott Douglas was his name. And here's what we know. NTSB has interviewed 3 ground crew members, one who was the pilot's roommate. They've spent a lot of time talking with them. And we realized that there were several questions when it came to what exactly the weather conditions were for this flight. What we know is this pilot did check in the night before the flight. Now, we may never know if he checked in the morning of. That is what investigators told us, but they are working to confirm to see when that last check-in was. Now, another part of this.
Eric Rosen with the National Transportation Safety Board says there were no survivors.
An examination of the balloon envelope indicates that the top vent, the vent was open. As you know, they can control a balloon somewhat by opening and closing vents, and the top vent was open, which is consistent with a landing maneuver.
Again, that part was consistent with that maneuver. Another question that came up, as we were mentioning just a moment ago, were some of the actual air conditions. And what it was is the crews were searching around for about an hour shortly after 7:25 in the morning when they did not receive any further word from the pilot. And it was during that time that they could not find them and quickly started calling different individuals who were on that aircraft to try to get in contact with them. Now, a preliminary look at the actual balloon portion reveals there was no evidence of any pre-existing failures, any malfunctions, or other problems. So utility crews checked with the wires as well. We're looking through our notes because there was a lot of information that was given during this conference, and there was multiple points of contact with those wires. There's also evidence of arcing along the wires. Now, when we asked what exactly caused the balloon to go into that wire, that is something that they are still investigating, whether it was something with the weather, whether it was actually the pilot. It is too soon to say at this point, but we are continuing to work to grab information and will confirm any new information as soon as it is available. For now, reporting live, Kylie McGivern, KXAN News.
Take to complete the investigation into this accident.
KXAN News analyzed the last 20 years of data from the National Transportation Safety Board to find out. In that time period, there have been 11 recorded balloon accidents in Texas. While a preliminary report can come faster, the complete investigations took the agency an average of 7 months to close out. None of those were sooner than 3 months. Keep in mind, no one died in any of those accidents.
The last deadly balloon accident in Texas was in 1992 in Mesquite when 2 people died. Took investigators 13 months to close that case. And before that, a deadly balloon accident in Houston in 1989 killed 2 people. In that case, it took the agency a full 3 years to finish its full investigation.